joining me. Things are going to be a little different for a while. I'm going to start doing readings during the day again, like I used to do, because I've got some time off before I go back to work. Um, the song that came through for this reading was All My Love by James Arthur, and I'm going to share that with you now. We're going to quickly go over the words to that. And whoops. Oops. It goes like this. I had a feeling me and you might have been the same sign. I had a feeling that our sun and our moons are aligned. Did we meet before, here or in another life? Yeah, I got a feeling you are my reason. I was swept away when Mercury fell into retrograde, and there's no escape, so accept your fate. I'm forever in debt to your serenade. You can take all my love, I hope that it's enough. Oh, my love, you're the one I will trust. For the rest of my life, I will fight for us. With all my love, nothing ever comes easy. But with you, it's a walk in the park. Like you really see me, like you see all the signs in the stars. Ah, and I still hear a faint echo of my checkered past. But you put me on blast, and I know it won't last. So long as you turned around and showed me that sweet, sweet ass. You can take all my love, I hope that it's enough. Oh my, you're the only one I will trust. For the rest of my life, I will fight for us. With all my love, all of my love, all of my love, baby. Oh. All of my love, all of my love. You can take all of my love. I hope that it's enough. Oh, my love, all my love, all my love. You're the one I will trust. I will trust. For the rest of my life, I will fight for us. I will fight. With all my love, I will fight. So, hello, welcome to the channel. Thank you so much for being here. I was just saying that All My Love by James Arthur is the song that came through for this reading. So it sounds like um, somebody's going to meet somebody or has recently met someone new, and they may have the same sign. Like you might both be Sagittarians, or both be Leos, or both be Geminis, or something like that. Um, but this person, you're saying that you're going to give them all of your love and all of your trust for the rest of your life, and you hope that it's enough. All right, so we're going to do a daily reading. Thank you for joining me. I hope you will take time to like, share, subscribe, and hype if you're able the videos to help me grow my channel. All right, thank you so much for being here. Hi, David and Mahogana. I have a hard time saying some of these names, but they're absolutely beautiful. Yes, David. Wait till after I do the general, and then you can, I'll put you on the list first, okay, baby? Hang around now, because I don't have a moderator, so I'm going to have to remember who's who, unless I have a moderator show up. But right now, David, you're number one. No, I'm not Danielle. No. Have you moderated before? Dust enough? Okay, I'll give you a try. So David's first on the list. I'm going to make you a moderator real quick. Okay, so we have Dustin Huff as our moderator for today. And they should have a blue wrench by their name now. Go ahead and make a comment and let people know you're moderating. And I'm going to let you do the way you do, but you wait till after the general reading's over, and anybody who sticks around can be put on that list, okay? Hey, Asha, how you doing, baby? So good to see you. Asha's one of my regulars, and she's been around with me now for years. So make sure you put her on that list for me, okay? All right, the song that came through was All My Love. And it's a song about somebody new that you've met, and you're going to give them all your love and all your trust and hope that it's enough, okay? You're going to keep the law in here. And you do have a wrench, baby. All right. Just be kind and y'all be respectful to Dust Enough. Thank you, Dust Enough, for helping me. All right, prayer, please, Holy Spirit, for this reading. God, grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, the courage to change the things I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. So right now you're going through a situation in your life where you might not really like what you're having to go through, but you have no choice. And so you're having to accept it. You're having to accept the way things are. You're going to have the strength to change what you can, the courage to change what you can, and the wisdom to know the difference. I don't know how it goes. Help me, Spirit. You're going to have the courage to change the things you can. You're going to have the wisdom to know the difference. God grant me the serenity to accept the things that I cannot change, the courage to change the things I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. Please make sure you're liking the video, sharing, subscribing. Dust and Huff, if they do not like the video and subscribe, do not allow them to be on the list. It's just that simple. I don't ask for money, but I do ask that you at least like the video and subscribe to the channel. I don't even ask you to share, because not everybody wants people to know they watch these types of videos, and I get that. I get that 100%. But the least you can do, if you want me to answer a question for you, or if you're just wanting to be kind, is to like the video and to subscribe to the channel. All right, Spirit's telling me that we need to know how we are essential. And I just ran a whole lot of people off, but you know what? They just didn't need to be here. If they didn't want to support the channel, then they weren't meant to be here. All right, Spirit, how are we essential in this collective today? Live as you preach. What you do speaks so loudly that I cannot hear what you say. Ralph Waldo Emerson. Our world is so noisy these days. Social media infiltrates every aspect of our lives, brings the words and opinions of family, friends, and even strangers into our living room, kitchens, and bedrooms. The comment section of articles bleed over into our family time, and the griping of annoyed neighbors slips into bed with us as we scroll through our phones before falling asleep. In the midst of all this noise, words can become hollow and empty. Anyone can say the right thing, but the truth of someone's character and convictions comes out loudly and clearly in their actions. If you are talking the talk, you better be walking the walk. If you aren't, then it doesn't matter how big your platform is. Eventually, people will stop listening. If you are passionate about an issue, all the promises of love and light and prayers don't amount to anything if you aren't following those words up with action. If it matters to you, show up. And that's what I was just saying. If this channel matters to you, if the content that comes out matters to you, show up. Give me at least a like. a comment, a share, a subscription. Help everyone, page 69. In everything I did, I showed you that by this kind of hard work we must help the weak. Remembering the words of the Lord Jesus himself, he said, "It is more blessed to give than to receive." Acts 20:35. Jesus calls us so clearly to love and help others. He doesn't mince words and speak in riddles. He doesn't suggest we only help people who agree with us or who look like us. He doesn't let us off the hook because we already helped some other people some other time. He doesn't give guidelines for determining which of the weak are more deserving than others. No, Jesus calls us to help everyone in need. Is there a group that you feel resistant to help? People who you don't think deserve your money or your time? We all have blind spots and stumbling blocks, but Jesus' love for each and every one of us is bigger than our blind spots. Take some time to talk this over with God. Pray for his guidance and for him to work in your heart to help you want to help all people in need. So that's how we're essential. We need to be careful about how we allow our social media to affect our lives. And if we're going to talk the talk, we need to walk the walk. And we also need to know that there are biases that we have in life that make us not want to help certain people for certain reasons. And that's not the way it's meant for us to do. It's just not the way it's meant to be. Yes, that was a book that I picked up somewhere for the channel. And it was called You Are Essential. And so when Spirit tells me to read that book, Spirit's telling us how we are essential. Okay? All right, what I'm going to do today is I'm going to do a home life, work life, surprise, love life, our role, and the outcome. And we know from the song that I got, All My Love by James Arthur, that you've met someone new or you're soon going to meet someone new. And you're going to trust that person and give them all your love and hope that it's enough. Or maybe you're already with someone and you've decided to give them all your love and hoping that it's going to be enough. So we're going to find out, is all your love going to be enough? Hello, Tipselson. Thank you for being here from India. Oh, thank you so much, sweetheart. My moderator, Kailash, is from India. And he is usually here when I do my readings. I do them during the day, earlier in the day, so that it's a little bit later at night where you are, but not really late. It's around 8, 9, 10 o'clock at night. So on Saturday and Sundays, he helps me, and he speaks the Hindi language. I do not, and I am sorry, okay? I'm sorry about your mother. Oh no, your dad too? We'll put you on the list, okay? I have a moderator who's keeping up with who's going to be on the list. And we're going to do probably about 10 people, okay, moderator? Thank you for helping me. And thank you for liking, sharing, subscribing, and hyping the video if you're able. All right, so let's get started and see what Spirit has to say to us today. All right, we're going to start with, the angel cards fell out for some reason. Let's see what fell out. That don't happen by accident. Nothing in a reading happens by accident. Every sound you hear, everything you smell, everything you feel is all meant to happen. Alright, so these angel cards fell out, and I'm going to use them. But first I'm going to tell you the ones that fell out, okay? Because they fell out for a reason. And I don't know what you're going through, but some of you may be going through some really hard times right now. I know I am. I had something really tragic happen to me yesterday, and I'm just trying to absorb the shock of it today. All right, so what we got is we got peace, wisdom, knowledge, and faith. So somehow you need peace in your life. You're learning something with the wisdom and knowledge. And if you were here during the weekend, we were told that we were going to take the knowledge we had learned and turn it into wisdom. So we need faith and peace because of some lesson that we've been taught, okay? All right, how are you working in this collective spirit overall when it comes to the virtues? You're giving us humility. You're teaching us to be humble. That's beautiful. But sometimes humility can come through humiliation. And that can be painful, can be hard. Also, we're dealing with someone who has no compassion. So someone could have humiliated you who had no compassion for you. There is love showing up, though. So I feel that there's going to be something positive happening in someone's love life. And on the bottom of the deck, we have your joy being in reverse. So right now, you're not so happy because you've been humiliated by someone who had no compassion. And it's unfortunate, but in life, there are people who have positions of authority who can humiliate you and who can make you unhappy because they have no compassion. And that's just the way it is. And there's nothing we can do about it. And that goes back to the serenity prayer where it says that God has to grant us the serenity, the peace. We need that peace that passes all understanding right now. Is what I'm getting from this, because we've learned something very hard. We've learned a very hard lesson. But there is love showing up, and love conquers all. There's something else going on here. Hold on. We have cards in the wrong deck. We have more angel cards. They're not actually in the wrong deck, but they were sticking out to me, so I'm going to say what they are. The angel of challenges. There's an angel of a soulmate, and there's an angel of communication. The communication came out in reverse, which means right now there could be a lack of communication, or there could be some kind of communication problems going on, okay? I don't know for sure. But there's our soulmate. There's that one that's going to show us that love, all my love. I'm going to give you all my love, all my trust, and hope that it's enough. Alright, so now that we have the angel cards, I'm going to shuffle them up and see how Spirit, these two stuck to the table. Grace and healing. So you're going to get the healing that you need from this humiliation because of somebody's lack of compassion and their unhappiness. They could just be miserable and have no compassion, and so Spirit's teaching them to have humility. Or it could be us. I don't know. Alright, Spirit, how are you working in our home lives? May I see, please? Home lives for the collective. All My Love by James Arthur. How are you working in the collective when it comes to our home lives? Yes, I definitely can feel this reading right now. It's rocking me to my core. Alright, show me how you're working in our home lives, Holy Spirit. At home, Spirit's giving us courage. That's a Leo vibe. So we're going to have courage at home. This person looks like they're wearing armor, but it doesn't look like very protective armor, and they're not in a very protective stance. They look like they lack courage, to be honest. They look like they don't trust the armor that's keeping them safe. They look like they feel like there are things going on around them that could hurt them, and why bother? Why try? Why, like, you have this feel of almost wanting to give up. All right, what about at work? At work, the truth is coming out at work. The truth is coming out. All right, what are your surprises? That you're going to have a vision, or something's going to happen with your vision. Alright, I had that card come out one time for a lady, and she actually got her vision back. So someone could be blind and they might see again. And that was her case. I mean, her vision was very poor, and Spirit restored her vision. She had glasses, and she no longer wears glasses. Alright, love life, Spirit. Ooh, a lot came out, collective. Alright, administration is where Spirit puts people, places, and things strategically where you need them for your highest and greatest good. But that's not happening. You do have your creative power. You need healing. You feel like you have no hope. But you do have joy. And see, this person here has no joy. So you have joy, but you feel like you have no hope. You need healing. You have creative power, but you don't feel like you have what you need right now to make anything really significant happen for your love life. Alright, and your role. The creative power could be creating a baby for some of you. Your role is to know that you're beautiful, that there is a divine plan, and somehow music came out in reverse. So maybe you've been listening to some music and Spirit saying that's not the right music. Or somehow you're not maybe listening to music and you need to hear your music. Alright, so what's going to be the outcome? Your cards are going on. Oh, Spirit, thank you. You're going to be protected. Whatever has happened here, you're protected from it. And somebody is not going to have any grace. You're protected from no grace. So Spirit's going to show you grace because you're protected. And then on the bottom of the deck is love again, but this time it's in reverse. So there's a lack of love, but all my love. So I'm not sure what to make of this yet. Give me a minute and it'll come together. Alright, Spirit, how are you working in our home lives? Spirit said to wait on that deck until later. We're going to go into the family deck and find out how Spirit's working in our home lives. How are you working in our home lives, Holy Spirit? Home lives, Holy Spirit. How are you working at home? Ooh. You're not going to agree to disagree with somebody. So somebody did something and they were wrong, and you know they were wrong, and you're not going to agree with them. Alright, what about at work? At work, you're not going to let it all hang out. So you're going to keep some things to yourself when it comes to work. You're going to keep things quiet. Something could have happened at work, and right now you're not ready to talk about it. Alright, surprises. Woo, flying out. We're coming out in reverse though. You did not F up. You're not going to get hot and sweaty. It's time to talk money. You're irritated. You can't go on a real date. And you can't cook a meal. Alright? And love life. That flew out. It's time for shit to get real came out in reverse. So it's not quite time for this relationship to get real. Alright, what's your role? So right now this relationship's not real. It's like in your head, a fantasy. Your effing stressed came out in reverse. So your role is just not to be stressed. Don't be stressed out. And what will be your outcome? Your outcome is that you're going to want shit to be different. And you're going to say fuck your job in reverse. So you wish that you did not have to say fuck your job. It's like you wish, you want it to be different when it comes to fuck your job. For some of you, you could have lost your job. Or you may be looking for a job and you really want one and you can't find one. And it's causing you a lot of stress. The Spirit saying, don't be stressed. And in your love life, it's not time for this to get real yet. That's why you can't go on a real date yet. You're not going to send a text message or a picture. And you're no longer on the same team with somebody. That's why you're agreeing to disagree in reverse. It's like, I'm not going to agree to disagree with you. Okay? So that's what we have going on so far. Alright, Spirit, what else do we want to look at here? Let's look at the Animal Spirit Oracle by Colette Baron Reed and see what comes out in each area of life. Alright, home life, Spirit. What would you say about our home life? Take time out came out in reverse, but maybe I just need to read all upright. It's time for you to take some time out at home. All right, there's a bear showing up. All right, what about work? At work, it's time to take a deep dive, and Spirit has a plan. You just need to know that Spirit has a plan and take a deep dive. Alright? Surprises. Your surprises are that it is time to heal. It's time to heal. There's going to be a transformation. Transformations are beautiful. And you're going to reclaim your power. So whatever's happened here to make you need to heal and to know that Spirit has a plan for your work. You might be having to take some time off of work for some reason. And you need to know Spirit has a plan that you're going to take a deep dive. You are about to go very deep when it comes to whatever you do for work. You may be about to find something new that's going to take you a lot deeper into the things that you're passionate about, so you can walk the walk and not just talk the talk. And you're going to reclaim your power. You're going to realize that transformations are beautiful and that it's time to heal. There's a snake showing up. Alright, what about love life? You keep getting a lot of cards in your love life. You can't be here right now for your love. You need to act as if there is always enough. Focus on the positive. That's in the wrong deck. These are in the wrong deck. Oh my God, these are in the wrong deck. So new moon in Sagittarius, focus on the positive and release your blocks. So you have some blocks, or you may have somebody blocked on your phone, and you need to unblock that person and be positive. And we also have let spirit be your guide. There's always enough. Let spirit guide you. Act as if you can't be here now, but you need to be here now. So spirit is saying, be here now. Let me be your guide. There's always enough. Act as if there's always enough. Let go of your blocks and focus on the positive. All right, your roll. Getting a lot of cards. Overcome any obstacle. Your role is those obstacles you feel like you're not going to be able to overcome. You're overcoming them. See the big picture. Watch and wait. Just watch and wait, Spirit says. I got this. I have a plan. Watch and wait and see what I do. I got something special for you. You're going to take a deep dive because I have a plan. The miracles are endless, Spirit says. Surrender to me now. Surrender to Spirit. It's time to collaborate. You're going to collaborate with someone. There's a puzzle here. Somehow pieces to a puzzle are significant. And this and that are true. Your role is to realize that this and that are true. Alright, and what's the outcome? Ooh, lots of cards. You're going to tend to the small things. So there's some small things you need to tend to. You're going to go slow and steady because slow and steady wins the race. There's a turtle here with a mouse. And you're going to set healthy boundaries and co-create with Spirit. So you're going to have some positive things as your outcome. You're going to co-create with Spirit, set healthy boundaries, know that slow and steady wins the race, and tend to some small things. And then we have the Parrot Spirit, which is also in the wrong deck. And I have a parrot. His name is Cosmo, if you're not aware. This is an Archangel card. Listen intently. Listen intently to understand. Listen intently to understand. So you need to listen carefully so you can understand. That's your outcome, okay? And Whale Spirit, trust the great mystery. So there's a great mystery and you have to trust it. Sometimes we want to know everything right now because we're afraid to trust what we don't know. But we don't know, and Spirit says it's okay. I have a plan. You're going to trust me. And all is going to be okay. Your role is overcome obstacles, see the big picture, watch and wait. Miracles are going to be endless. Surrender now, collaborate. This and that are true. I want to find out more about what's going on in our love lives because the song would indicate that you may have met somebody new. Alright, let me put these back in the right deck so they're not in the wrong deck anymore. And this deck, I think, is in that cabinet over there. But I have another card that goes in that deck over here. So I'm going to put those two together for now. And then I'm going to ask point blank, Spirit, this relationship, will it last? Is it going to be enough? Because that's what you're saying. Is I'm going to give you all my love and all my trust. Will it be enough? Spirit, will it be enough if you give this person all your love and all your trust? Will it be enough? May I see, please? Oh, I got to get a different. Will it be enough? Take action, Spirit says. Success. So not only will it be enough, it's going to lead you to success. Look, Snoopy's playing basketball. Oh, now he's going to bed. He's in the pool now. He does all kinds of stuff. All right, so there's a reason to take action. Let's find out why you need to take action in your love life. What is it that they need to do when it's saying take action in the love life? What is it that needs to happen? What kind of action is needed to be taken to have success in this love? Because it did say something. It said, be here now. Let spirit be your guide. There's always enough, and act as if. But then we had those two other cards up there that said, focus on the positive. That's a Sagittarian. And release your blocks. So maybe what it's saying is you need to release those blocks. All right. What is it that's going to allow this relationship to be successful? What is it that we need? What action do we need to take? The Knight of Cups came out. We need to let this person know that we have feelings for them, that we're attracted to them. For some of us, the Knight of Cups can be fickle. He can be somebody who has a lot of suitors. He likes to play the field. He has a lot, or she, it can be a she. They have a lot of people that they like to flirt with and talk to. And you need to take action. If you really want this person, you need to let them know you're serious and that their love is going to be enough. They need to hear that right now, or you need to hear that. You need to let them know the Page of Cups is here, that you have feelings for them. You may even have a surprise for them. Why is the Knight of Cups the action that needs to be taken? Because fill in the choice, Spirit's taking over my tongue now. Fill in the blank. Somebody is overthinking their choices. So you have more than one suitor. Like I said, this person has a tendency to have more than one person to choose from. And it looks like you do indeed have more than one person. And if you want to be with this person, you need to take action and stop overthinking your choice. Why are they overthinking their choice? Because of the Magician. So you're trying to manifest this, but you're overthinking. And overthinking is not manifesting. Overthinking is worrying. And you won't manifest if you're worrying. You will, but it won't be what you're wanting to manifest. Why is the Magician here? Because of the Queen of Pentacles. You want this person to be somebody who is nurturing, peaceful, abundant. You want to manifest somebody who is wife material. Or maybe this is you. All right, what is the fill in the blank? The Emperor. Why is he here? That could be her father or her husband, because he's single. The Emperor is single. He's also prosperous, and he's able to stand on his own 2 feet. What is she manifesting? Her wish fulfillment. And what will that look like? The Lovers is here. The 8 of Swords is here. And the Fool is here in reverse. So she wants to have a new beginning. But right now, she's had a lot of doubt. And her confidence is returning. She's choosing to to trust Spirit, even though she's afraid. She's choosing to trust Spirit for this new beginning. And what's going to be the outcome of the new beginning? Oh no. It's going to be a nightmare. It's going to be tested. There's going to be a test. The two of you are going to have a test in your relationship. And the outcome of this test, the Chariot's here in reverse. Somebody's going to walk away. What are they walking away from? Hope for a Hierophant. So somebody's going to walk away from this relationship. There's deception here and the Queen of Cups. It looks like there's another woman here that's being deceived or is deceiving them. I don't understand. Show me how this person feels. The one that is the Queen of Pentacles. Show me how she feels about this person, this Knight of Cups. Show me how she feels about the Knight of Cups. Distracted and wanting them to come home. Whoever they are, she's distracting herself. Third-party influences in return. So they've been out doing something with third-party influences and she wants them to come back. Alright, show me how the Queen of Pentacles feels about the Knight of Cups. Like there's distance and like they're not her twin flame. There might be a false flame. How does he feel about her? He feels like he's not single. It's like, I'm single, lonely, and solitary. But he doesn't feel that way. He feels close to her. Why does she feel like he is separate, distant? Because she has heart fog. Or actually, he is sending her mixed signals. He's sending her mixed signals big time. Why is he doing that? Because of a fantasy. He doesn't want this to be a fantasy. Is it a fantasy? Or maybe this is not his fantasy. Spirit says it's time. What's it time for? Oh my God. Sorrow. Not being abandoned. Divine feminine. Not being nourished. Use your intuition. This is not a past life love. And you are escaping. Somebody is escaping. Because it's not their past life love. Use your intuition. They're not nourishing. There's a divine feminine. They don't want to be abandoned. But they have sorrow. It's time for this person to go through something challenging. Remember I said this relationship was going to go through something challenging? Somebody's getting clarity on this. Alright. How does this Queen of Pentacles feel about the Emperor? Like it's deep, but this will never happen. Someday, one day, another time in reverse. Maybe it happened in the past and you're like, it's never going to happen again. She knows that this new person is not her twin flame. And the Emperor is standing here beside her. How does he feel about her? He's missing you. So, what's going to happen between her and the Knight of Cups? It's going to be over soon. It's not going to end. It looks like it's not going to end. What's going to happen between her and the Emperor? you're going to have a conflict. Why are you going to have a conflict with the Emperor? Because of bitterness, being dishonest, tricky, and elusive, and spying from fake accounts, and being frozen. So you haven't talked to this twin flame in a while, and then they've been watching you, and they've been spying on you, and they're bitter because they feel like somebody here has been tricky, and this is causing conflict. But it looks like there is going to be communication. Where there's been a breakdown of communication, you're going to talk. And how are you going to feel about that conversation, Queen of Pentacles? Your heart is going to be open in the outcome of that relationship. Somebody's going to feel trapped and like running. Their family's involved. What will they do? Be in pain, but be loyal. Loyal to who? Confusion. Somebody shallow. Somebody confusing. And somebody that's chasing. They're not at their breaking point. And they're not obsessed either. Interesting spread. It's like, I don't think you have a very good relationship with either of these people. And I think it's because it's time for you to get the healing that you need from whatever's happening to you. Maybe at work. It's not a good time for a relationship right now. It's like this person's at a distance and they can't get to you right now to do anything to help you. Alright. So, let's see. Where is the Divine Feminine here in this relationship? She's going through a dark night of the soul and she's very creative. Where's the Divine Masculine? He's feeling the vibes. What's he feeling the vibes of? That there's no barrier. And somebody... It's like somebody's not purging because there's no barrier. What do you mean they're not purging with there being no barrier? They're not healing. So he feels the vibes that she needs healing because of whatever's... She's going through a dark night. So what's connecting these two? So there's a cycle that's almost over. What's the cycle? Y'all have been at a crossroads for a long time. What's going to be the outcome? You're going to have that communication. And you're going to tell this person that you're afraid. Why are you afraid? Because of justice and mirroring. Maybe both of you have been through a difficult time, something challenging, and you're gonna decide that you want to go in a new direction. What direction? That pain. Oh, it's regret. You're going to go in a new direction that you regret? What direction is that? Somebody's admired because they were abandoned in the spring and somebody stopped talking to them, stopped listening to them. Or that's what's going to happen. That's sad. This woman's going through a lot, and this man's not being there for her at all. And somebody's bound. That might be why he's not there. He might not be capable of being there. What happened between the two of you? You and this Divine Masculine. There were differences of some sort. Could have been age, y'all could have been arguing. It sounds like you were arguing, but it could have been any differences. What was being hidden? That I choose you, but it's not the right time. Trust your intuition. And what's being shown? That somebody has a dying love, but they're trying not to lose hope and make a decision. What's the decision? You forever changed my life without even trying. So you've decided that somebody forever changed your life without even trying, and that you're not going to lose hope. Why do you have a dying love? Because somebody's been having flings and they don't care. What's going to happen next? You're going to need your friend support. And will you get it? It looks like you're going to have a reconciliation because you're going to hit your breaking point. What's the reconciliation? No dating. Why are you not dating? Maybe you're going to reconcile where you haven't been. You have no strategy when it comes to they will call, and you got away. So you're not going to be able to date them because they're going to get away, and you don't have a strategy for them to call. Why do you need a strategy for them to call? Because you have a desire to win, and there's unsent messages about true love. Why are you not telling somebody that you have true love? Because you're learning lessons. What lessons are you learning? That when it comes to a divine union and you're alone, you have telepathy. Why is that your lesson? Because you're learning what it means to be committed. That even when you're not with somebody, you're still connected to them. And somebody has control issues. Outcome of this relationship. Somebody's going to be partying and in denial and gossip in reverse. So we'll quickly look at the gossip. And then I'm going to give some guidance and close, and then we'll take those questions. So if my moderator could start working on that list for me, I'd appreciate it, because my breaks are short, but I do take a break between my reading and my Q&A. Make sure you're liking, sharing, and subscribing. Thank you guys so much. Hey, I'm in. Thank you for joining me, baby. You're up early. I'm sorry I'm here so early. I'm going to be off work for a while, and so I'm going to go back to doing readings daily. And I may even do several readings a day, and I might do the signs again like I used to do. So be on the lookout for some changes on the channel, okay? And I may do some readings later at night so you guys are up in India. And I want Kailash to be here. We do have someone here from India who doesn't speak English. If anyone here speaks Hindu and they can help that person, please help them. Because they said that they were here because I look like a nice person. And I appreciate that so much. Okay, we're going to do guidance, I think. How do we not F ourselves at home this week? Validate your past. I did the best I could. There was nothing else I could have done. All right, what about at work? Don't challenge yourself, all right? Don't worry about challenging yourself when it comes to work. When it's time, things will fall into place, okay? Alright. Surprises. You're going to have faith, you're not going to exercise, and you're going to awaken. Alright. What about love life? Don't open up. Alright. What's your role? If you don't open up, you're going to F yourself. You need to communicate with this person. If you don't start talking to this person, you're going to F yourself. We have a card in the wrong deck, and it's fear of touch. So in your love life, you won't open up, and you have a fear of touch. Oh, another card in the wrong deck. This is a soulmate. You're dealing with a soulmate. You're not. That could be a twin flame. It could be either or. This deck doesn't have twin flame, but this card says you have many soulmates who would be great for you. There's not just one, and somebody's afraid of touch. All right, and what's your role? Your role is to ask your angels. So if you get your name on the list, make sure you ask your angels. And what's your outcome? To take a vacation. So someone's going to take a vacation. And you need to speak up. There's something you need to speak up about. You're taking a vacation. So you may be going to see your family for the holidays. You may be going home from school for the holidays. All kinds of different things. You could just be going on vacation. It looks like you might be going to the beach, somewhere tropical, something like that. Alright, let's get some guidance, and we are going to move on to the Q&A part of this reading. Oh wait, I wanted to look at the gossip, didn't I? What's the gossip that we did not want to see, or somebody... It had to do with the legal stuff. Remember the legal stuff? Alright, what happened to the legal stuff? Somebody has a screenshot, and it's proof that you were married for money. Alright, so what's going to be the outcome? You're wasting your time holding a grudge when it comes to a third party. But it's saying you're not wasting your time holding a grudge. So what are you going to do? Be an obsessive lover and travel. Outcome of your travel. You're not going to be crying over somebody and they're not going to stalk. What do you mean you're not going to do these things? What are you going to do? Whoops. Somebody's going to say or do anything to make up dramatic shit. They're going to lose. They're going to reflect. And this is going to bother them. Outcome of that. Wow. Somebody's going to be a groupie. A fan. And child services is not going to be involved. So if they were threatening you with child services, they're not going to be involved. A lot of gossip. A lot of gossip going on in this situation right here. Alrighty. Talk to me, Spirit. What's the guidance for the collective? There we go. Thank you so very much. We have Gaia. Somebody has a beautiful headdress. Oh, we got Black Diamond. This is a power couple. Gaia. It's the right time, or soon will be, for things to come together for you. If there's something that you really believe in, but have been waiting a long time to bring it to life or to see succeed, here's good news. That something is beginning to stir, and at the right time things are going to fall into place. There's a bigger question of divine timing about these matters, and it's not that you are or are not doing something right. Do not give up, but do give in to the wise timing of the Earth Mother, who knows how to grow all souls, all things, into perfect fullness of divine expression. And then number 39, which is the one right before that, is Black Diamond. You have a powerful spiritual journey to take this lifetime. It is not always easy to take this path. However, you are a wisdom bearer. You are one of the precious ones who is not destroyed by dark experiences in life, but is rather able to find wisdom and empowerment through overcoming them. You've done it before, and you will do it again now. As your soul becomes powerful through the pressure she has survived, you'll be able to rise to even greater challenges, but they will feel easier for you than before. You are unstoppable. You have every right to feel bold and joyful about what life holds for you next. So get ready, because life has something beautiful coming for you. Get ready for that, okay? And believe, trust and believe that that is what is coming. May I have an angel card, please? I think one just fell out. There's one that's like a wild card, but I don't know where it is. Okay, angel card. There it is. Angel card for the collective. What does the collective most need to know from their angels? Thank you so very much. I can be whoever I wish to be. I invite blessings of transformation into my life. Message from Archangel Uriel. I can guide you to find blessings through adversity that turn disappointments into victory and transform your life. And I am a magnet for answered prayers. I effortlessly attract blessings into my life. Archangel Sandalphron. I am the deliverer of prayers. Your requests will be heard and answered in ways that will bring you the greatest joy and fulfillment. That's why your joy got turned up right, because you're going to have joy. You're going to have answered prayers, okay? All right, trinket, please. Spirit, what trinket would go perfectly with this reading? Nasty, please. All right, I have dream big. I have the letter F as in Frank, food, Fred, Ford. I have a heart with an angel wing. I have that turtle again. Slow and steady wins the race. I have my love is alive. My love is alive. Remember you had a dying love? I have a snowflake. It could be snowing where you live. I have a bird, a dove. I have you are my sunshine, my only sunshine. I have two hearts connected. I have a coin. I have a skeleton key. You might need a key to something. And I have a crescent moon with a star. Teeny tiny little crescent moon with a star. All right, I'll be back. I'm going to take a quick break. Is my moderator still with me? Hey, Andrea. Hello, beautiful. How are you? Oh, thank you, thank you, thank you. Oh, thank you, sweetheart. I have a moderator, I think. He's supposed to be helping me, or she. Let me see if I can find that person. They might have said they were going to help and then hauled ass. I don't see them anywhere. I think they got tired of waiting and left. That was, what a dumbass. I mean, that was stupid. To offer to moderate and then to haul ass like that. I'm trying to find their name. Here it is. Dustin Huff. Dustin Huff. Yeah, he's gone. That's alright though, because I can do it myself. I've been doing this channel for several years, and I can handle it without anybody's help. We are going to get to the questions. So, the person from the very beginning of the reading, can you remind me of who you were? Today's your dad's Hector anniversary. When he called home, may I ask that my beautiful spiritual sister and family to pray for us? Absolutely, baby. Absolutely. Okay. Alright. Yeah, thank you guys. I see that. I see number one, number two. Well, at least we have them numbered. Alright, we'll go right down by the numbers, and then we'll start adding people from there, okay? Alright, just let me take a quick break, you guys. You know I gotta stretch my legs. And when I get back, we'll start with number one, and we'll go down that list of people. And once we get to the bottom of that list, then we'll start taking people who don't have a number. I would appreciate a like. If you'll subscribe, I'll dance at your next wedding. And if you'll share, I'll probably fall out of the chair and you can see me faint. And if you hype the video, I'll probably get up and start dancing on camera. I mean, like, I love that shit. And I've been through something, y'all. I'm not ready to talk about it. But yesterday was very traumatic for me. And I'm in a place right now where I don't know what the hell is going to happen to my life. So I can use your prayers as well, okay? Alright, I love you guys. Give me 2 minutes, 3 minutes, and I'll be right back and we'll get your questions answered, I promise, okay? I can handle this channel. God gave me this channel and I know how to handle it, okay? I'll be right back. didn't take too long. Sorry for the wait. Alright, number one, let's see. David was number one. I see we have two here, but if I'm not mistaken, okay. It was kind of the two of you showed up at around the same time. So, Managuna, do you have a question still? Okay. What's your question? Go ahead and tell me your question. Okay. Go ahead, Chung Lee, post your question. Do your parents have anything to say to you? Oh, let's find out. All right, well, first of all, let's ask your angels. Does Chung Lee's parents have anything to say to him? And just for future reference, Chung Lee, you have to go in order. And it does look like Managuna was here first. Okay, sweetheart? So I'm going to take you first this time because she was kind enough to say you wanted to go first. But next time you have to go in order. Okay, baby? Alright. Does his parents have anything to say to him? Whatever it is, there will be a peaceful resolution. So I think they do want to talk to you about something, and I think whatever it is, it could be serious, something you could have done, and it could be something about waiting. You might have to wait. Okay, now I'm going to see if I can find out what they want to say. Okay. What is the hidden truth? Oh, card in the wrong deck. Somebody's insecure. Somebody is insecure. Are you insecure, Chung Lee? Alright. What is it that his parents want to talk about? I miss seeing you. I watch your social media. And I want to make amends. With, you didn't see my tears. So somehow it looks like somebody got upset. They miss you. They look at your social media. And it says they want to make amends, but in reverse. Why is it in reverse? Because I don't know how to feel, but I don't want to let you go. And I want to start over. So I think right now the reason why you're going to have to wait and to have a peaceful resolution is because they're not quite ready to talk to you. They do want to talk to you, but whatever happened here caused hurt feelings. And they're not quite ready to talk to you yet. But yes, I do think they will talk to you. But there's somebody that's very insecure. Okay? That's what I got for you. Okay, Chung Lee? I hope that was helpful. Let me find out one more thing. Is there anything Chung Lee can do not to F themselves when it comes to talking to the parents? No fresh start. No fresh start. past life connection. You're being given the opportunity to begin again. Allow yourself to embrace this new life and open up fully to the gifts that you've been given. The Spirit's saying, right now is not the time to do that. You need to wait. Someone with a heavy influence from your past is with you. Right now is not the time. You need to wait. But yes, there will be a peaceful resolution and you will talk to them again, okay? Okay. Now, Managua, you want to ask about the lady you see on the walk. Should I approach her or better not? Okay. Should Managua approach the lady that she sees on the walk? Communicate clearly and don't wait. Should she approach her on the walk? Don't stop and don't communicate clearly. Should she approach this lady while she's walking? Not a year from now and you're not communicating clearly. Should she approach the lady on the walk? Ask for help from others and reconsider. Communicate clearly. Would this lady would she have a positive reaction if she were to approach her on the walk? In the near future, no romance. So if this is someone that you're looking at as a romantic interest, I'm getting that they would not want to have a relationship. Not in the near future. If they wait, is there a chance that they might be able to talk to them on the walk? No. No, there's something better. So no, I would say do not talk to the lady on the walk, okay? Because I got a flat out no. Alright, now, let's see. Let me go back up to the top. Alright. David, are you still here? Is David still here? You're so welcome, baby. You're welcome. Alright. How about Andrew? Is Andrew here? Dustin. Asha, are you still here, baby? Tipston. Hello, are you still here? William. You're being made fun of. Your name is Huff and Puff. How would you handle that, old woman? I would handle it the same way I would handle being called an old woman. I'd tell you to go fuck yourself. Okay, sorry for the language, people. Thank you for the new subscription, IK. Are you still here? Is anybody in the house that would like me to answer a question for you? If you are, I want you to post your question right now. Alright. Spirit, when it comes to money in this collective, how are you working in our home life? Mistakes and stability. How are you working in our home lives when it comes to our money? Gaia and stability. Home life and stability. Being a designer and not Gaia. How are you working in our home lives and stability? Charity came out in reverse. So we will not be getting any charity or needing any charity at home. Or giving any charity. Alright, how about work life? And at work, our health is a factor. You're working on our health. You might be going into medicine in some way, like doctor, nurse, physical therapist, occupational therapist. Anything in the health-related field, you could be involved in that. Or you could be dealing with health issues at work. Alright? Outcome of your health at work. Somebody is unreliable, and this is going to bring you a lot of happiness. Somebody was unreliable when it came to health, and you're going to be very happy. Surprises when it comes to money. Gaia. Why is that a surprise? Because you're going to go to the next level and you're not going to have to use your voice. Alright? Love life. Somebody's a rebel. Outcome of the rebel in your love life. It's not temporary. There's no science. Caution. Something is locked. Why are you telling us to be careful? Because of your life purpose and a mechanic. Okay? Alright, our role is to be comfortable and not to be rescuing when it comes to parenthood. When you have no parents to rescue you, you're going to be comfortable. Alright, and your outcome. You're going to be on the right path and have options. And what are your options? It has to do with no transportation and no spell work. Outcome of those two things. You don't see this, but there's no legacy. What do you mean there's no legacy? Because of mistakes, not being persistent, and something we can't talk about. Somebody's going to get recognition. Outcome of whatever we can't talk about. It has to do with business and being self-made. And an injustice. Outcome of the injustice. There's going to be a windfall for an entertainer. Why is it in reverse? Because they have no promoter. They're not inspired. They're not planning it, and they're not writing. So what do they need to do? Craft. You're undecided about crafting. What should you decide? Not to grow, no real estate, and no media. Beautiful is here with don't sell. Why do you have your media, your real estate, and your growth all in reverse? Because of being a peacemaker. You had no luck making peace, and you had no strategy. So what's going to be your outcome? You're not a phoenix rising. You're into sports. You're exploring, and you're not alone. What do you mean you're not alone? When it comes to not selling, you're going to have to do odd jobs. Anything else we need to know? Somebody's going to be motivated, and they're not going to design. Not going to design what? Being a helper and activating new gifts when it comes to their spiritual life. Outcome of your spiritual life if you activate new gifts. Your soul tribe is here and not managing your money, and the underworld is here. I think you're a high priestess, and I think your soul tribe needs to step it up when it comes to helping you manage your money, because right now you're struggling with your finances. If your soul tribe would step it up and help you by donating to your channel, how might that work? You'd go to the next level in retail. If your soul tribe would step it up and start donating, how would that help? You wouldn't be a workaholic, and it wouldn't be an injustice. You wouldn't be a student either. What would you be? You wouldn't be temporary from the past, and you're not going to teach anything. What's going to be your outcome if people help you? You'll have a business, and that's what we can't talk about. Alrighty then, I guess that's probably where we're going to close today. Sarah, who are you talking to? Thank you if you're watching on the replay. Like, share, subscribe, and hype if you're able. I have, hold on, Virgo, Gemini, VOHHNI, number 4R. Virgo, SVMNT. Mercury, V again, number 10. A, H again. H again. H, Gemini, 8. MOY, H again. VV, North Node. A lot of H's and a lot of Gemini. Jupiter, Aquarius, 4O. B, BONANJ. BONNAJV, Jupiter, Aquarius, number 4. I'm going to go one more time. K. The moon, LPOYI, number 9, Aries, and R. Alright, that's going to be a wrap. one more time. That's a J, no, an M. JHSORC for Neptune North Node. Alright, now that's the right. Alright, I hope you enjoyed today's reading. We will be having more readings during the day while I work things out with work and when I'm going to go back. Hope you guys have a lovely day, night, or whatever time of day you find this video. Stay blessed, stay warm, stay safe, and reach out to me on social media. It's all in the description box. Thank you for being here. Thank you for liking, sharing, subscribing, and hyping. I love you guys, and I'm always here for you. Always. Take care. Mwah. Namaste. I hear you, little buddy. I hear you.